Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. So I'm pretty sure you guys read the title. Now a lot of people are going to probably say, wow, this is another negative video you guys or I am making for Nikke. Do you actually like this game? Blah 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 blah. I'm going to say this right now. Out of all the games to come out in 2022 besides Counter-Side global version, Nikke is actually been my favorite game so far because it feels like a chill game. Very chill game. I don't have to stress myself and I can actually enjoy this game. I can take it slowly and everything is cool with this game. However, there is obviously blatant issues with this game and I will call them out on it because I want this game to succeed and I don't want players to quit the game. I don't want that many players to quit the game, so I'm gonna call them out on any issues I find. So I've already called them out on the modes and I already said they definitely need to make the faction mode 100%. No one wants to grind the tower and get shitty R characters or SR units. They need to change that. I've already talked about the gems being absolutely lackluster, or the amount of gems you can get, free-to-play gems in this game being lackluster. They need to increase it. And now the third one today, we're going to be taking a look at the terrible battle pass that was released. Now initially I already made a video talking about battle pass being just not worth it in terms of the modes, the tickets, the other modes, because you're not really guaranteed anything but an SR unit, and if you do get lucky you then get an SSR unit. But at the end of the day, the items in this pack are not that good. But then everyone says, well, there's a skin in there. The skin is what you're actually paying for. The last skin, I'm not gonna lie, the skin with Diesel, it wasn't the best skin. However, it was actually pretty decent. It was decent skin. I wouldn't personally say it was worth $17.99, but if you look at the skin and you look at the other stuff, I guess you could technically say it's worth over £10. But this pack over here, or this battle pass over here, or mission pass, it's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible because the skin they give you for Maxwell is just not a skin that anyone will like. Now I did hear that you can't even preview the skin, which is already a huge red flag. So I did switch over to my other account, which will allow me to take a look at Maxwell and hopefully try and preview the skin. View mode, yeah, you can actually take a look at the skin. Now I will say this, Maxwell is already like topless, I guess you could say. Not topless, but she has a bra, but she's pretty, she's showing skin. But then with the new skin, from what I've seen, they literally add a jacket over her. I'm not sure if it's covering the assets or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure many players will look at this like, why would I pay for a skin that essentially what they added was change colors and add a jacket on Maxwell, which basically censors her in a way. So initially many people look at this and be like, yeah, this is not a good skin at all. You look at the other stuff, the items are not also worth $17.99 in my opinion. Altogether you get yourself a terrible battle pass or mission pass, whatever you want to call it. This is an easy skip for many people. Obviously if you're wells will buy anything, but for light spenders this game is looking like, yeah, you don't want to spend on this. Now I have spent in this game. First time ever in this game. I spent today, and the only reason why I spent was because I knew they're going to give us a guaranteed what's it called, SSR character. So I did summon on the bugged banner, quote unquote, the bug paid banner, so I can get myself the SSR character. Now all I need to do is wait for that, and that is it. So the only reason why I decided to spend was just so I can get myself a guaranteed SSR, and to be honest, that's all I'm going to be spending. All I'm going to be spending in this game until changes happen with the mission pass, the gems resources in this game, and especially when rewards gets pretty terrible when you reach stage or chapter 13, and then obviously modes being terrible in terms of the raids. Just all this free stuff needs to absolutely change. They have been listening to us in terms of events, even though this event is not bad, well, it is a good event we have currently right now. But honestly, with all the other issues, I feel like free-to-play players, once they reach to like level 160, they are out. That's why I really want to recommend free-to-play players to take it slowly in terms of getting to level 160, because when you reach that, what can you push in terms of levels? Nothing, unless you get yourself multiple duplicates. So you don't really necessarily need to push for higher levels if you're free to play right now. Take it slowly, make sure you save as much gems as possible. But at the end of the day, this mission pass over here, garbage, absolutely garbage. 2 red flags, you can't preview the skin, Obviously the other items in here, you're not really guaranteed anything but an SR unit, and if you do get lucky, you get an SSR, you get multiple SSR characters. By the end of the day, no one wants to, you know, buy this battle pass. I don't know if there's any stories out there of people actually buying this mission pass. They use all of this currency and all they get is an SR, and all they basically paid for was a skin. I don't know if people, you know, there's an actual story for that. I'm guessing there is actually stories like that because it's in the rates. Obviously the rates of you putting an SR in this one is pretty low, 20%, and the rates for pulling SR with this is only 60%, which is kind of decent. By the end of the day, you're more than likely going to pull an SR. And then with your tickets, with the banner not being a guaranteed SSR, you're more than likely also going to be pulling an SR, not really pushing forward to anything in terms of the banner. So yeah, battle pass absolutely garbage. So moving forward, hopefully they do change this up. My next video obviously will talk about the you know, the amount of resources you get after chapter 13 being lackluster. I'm only making this videos to bring attention to some of the issues that many people will find in the game. I remember when early on when the game came out, I did talk about some of the issues, but many people would not listen to me in terms of it's an early game, give it time to grow, blah blah blah. But all I was talking about was the gems not being, you know, a lot, and the mission pass just being garbage, and the packs in the game in general are just garbage. Moving forward, hopefully all of this stuff changes. This game is just not looking nice for, you know, like spenders. I usually spend in games. Take a look at, you know, Tower of Fantasy. Even that game has way more issues than you know, what's this game called again? Nikkei Goddess of Victory. But I've spent a lot more in Tower of Fantasy because at that time it was worth spending, but right now absolutely hell no in Nikkei Goddess of Victory. But that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. Tell me down in the comment section what you guys think. Will you guys buy this battle pass? Because honestly, this is looking like an easy skip, and they're just losing money. It's like they're allergic to actually earning money, which is kind of surprising. Anyways, that's what I wanted to make a video on. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Tell me down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Yeah, it's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.